Brought to us by Buckeye State Credit Union. If you're unfamiliar with them, let me introduce you to the financial friend you didn't know you needed until right now. Buckeye State Credit Union is a local brand that offers a wide range of products, from checking accounts to home equity lines of credit and auto loans. They have some of the lowest rates around and are committed to serving Northeast Ohio. The Cleveland location is in Shaker Heights, but they have 5 brick-and-mortar stores across the state. Buckeye State Credit Union is here to help make your life easier. They make banking more convenient, always putting the customer first, so you leave feeling cared for, valued, and respected. Connect, simplify, and adapt. Those are the core values that make Buckeye State Credit Union the right choice for you. Head to buckeyecu.org for more information. Buckeye State Credit Union, your money simplified. So we talked about JOK a lot over the summer, over the winter, over the offseason, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And we have been under the impression, because of the lack of medical updates we've gotten from the Browns on JOK, that it'd be a long shot for him to end up playing. However, the Browns opened their doors in the Berea facility to off-season workouts yesterday in the off-season program. And we were surprised when they tweeted out this video. Steve, take it full.
What's up, man?
Yeah, bless. Give thanks for life and the mighty life you're giving. All the best 2025. Let's get it.
Good to see you, JOK.
Bless. I was rough.
JOK is the oldest looking young guy. Every time I see him, I'm like, he looks like he's 50. What is that? Speaking of which, have you guys seen, real quick before I get back to this, have you guys seen this I've seen this video a couple of times now of people looking at the lineup for like the 1985 Penn State team or whatever.
That's great.
Where they all look like they're 50 years old. It's and they all have these like necks that are the size of.
Yeah. No, I've seen it.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's very strange. But in terms of JOK, if he plays this year, I've been thinking of him as out. In my mind, he wasn't going to play, even though we've never been told that. The Browns have been very cagey about what's going on with JOK. There's been no clear answers. If he ends up playing that this year, it's actually a huge bonus.
Huge bonus. I never thought in a million years that he would ever be like in uniform again.
Right. It just seemed that way.
Yeah.
Even though they never said that. I
mean, I think we were all being, cautious with the injury because it's a neck. It's a very severe situation. So it's great to see him in the building. I still don't have it doesn't mean high optimism that he's going to play, but that's something I didn't necessarily expect to see this time of year.
Yeah.
Dustin, let me ask you a question real quick. When you show up for the offseason program, what is that offseason? Like, can you give us a little insight into what he's actually showing up
this
for
time of
this
year?
time
What
of
are
year?
I mean, it's different probably now than when I played, but it's very basic stuff, guys.
Yeah.
It's not even like that intense. It's you work out. You'll do some on the field stuff, which is not football specific, but it's just like conditioning, things like that. You'll do lifts. You will have meetings with your coaches,
right?
And then
You're not running plays out there or anything like that.
I'm not exactly positive on how this time of year works now, specifically with the new
been a while.
new CBA. But like we were there, it was like OTAs, right? I mean, we had that period of time. It was separated where we were doing like voluntary workouts, which I think they still do those. But it's not anything crazy. More than anything, it's just good to be around your guys and be in the building and get the work done. You're a professional athlete at this point in time, so everyone sort of understands what you got to do to get yourself ready to go for the season. And this is just a nice little bonus for guys that are here. Now there are guys that are not going to be in the building. Excuse me, in the building, and that's okay too. Some of those veterans don't show up, but it's definitely good. By the way, it's probably really good for the morale of the team to see JOK in the building too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that point because Jock just comes off as a guy that would report no matter what's going on. And then for them to see him, I think it's going to give them a energy boost. I think it's going to be good for morale. I'm with Dustin. I don't have much expectations to see him playing at all in 2025. I think that this is something that he and the Cleveland Browns should be very, very careful with. Shout out to the team of doctors at Cleveland Clinic, who we got one of the best hospitals in the entire world. So I'm pretty sure.
Two of the best hospitals.
Yeah, they'll take pretty good care of him. It's good to see him around the team and the organization. I don't have much of an expectation of him playing. And honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards my personal opinion of him not playing in 2025. Just, Jock is a great dude who do a lot of great things. And you want to see him keep that quality of life to be able to do everything else that he's been productive doing. If that means missing the 2025 football season, but just being around the team to help for morale, so be it.
I completely agree. Now, we don't know what's going on. For all we know, he might be planning to play this year. Obviously, he's not going to play if it's a risk to his long-term health.
Right.
They wouldn't let him do that, and he's smart enough to know not to do that. But, the Browns have never said he has an injury that's the end of his career. They've been cagey about it. So maybe we have overread into it that it's career-ending, and maybe it's not. I don't know. And, but yes, it feels like if we see him on the field, it's going to be a shocker.
Yeah, it will.
But maybe we shouldn't feel that way. I don't know. We'll see. But, they're not going to put him in harm's way. Nobody's going to take a neck injury lightly or be casual about that. But it is great to see him in the building. The Browns, who are very lowly ranked in the social media game, put out an awkward, they were, how this big thing now is like players walk by the camera, and the Browns was like, what teammate are you most looking forward to seeing? Which I don't know. Some of the players seemed very awkward in answering the question, but Greg Newsome was the first one they showed, and he said JOK, and he seemed very excited that he was in the building, as you say. But some of the other guys were very awkward answering that question. Browns, keep it light, man. Like, I don't know. Like, what's your favorite movie? What food do you want to eat at the cafeteria? I don't know. Those things are supposed to be funny, and I just found it awkward.
Hey, Jock looked like he just got out.
Like out the pen?
Yeah. And like some of those videos I be seeing on social media where your homies just get out and you just go meet them and you bringing them home. That's exactly what he look like.
That's what he looks like. That's true.
First day out.
It's just particularly funny because, like, on game day, when you see him out, he's wearing these elaborate outfits.
Yeah, that's why.
And now he's just like in the sweatpants.
Sweats, yeah.
His sweatsuit. It is pretty funny. And it's like super big on him and stuff. It is funny. All right, Mike.
I got one more thing I want to bring up today. This is a comment from Joe Flacco. He's doing his press conference right with the Browns.
Yeah.
We're going to dive into a lot of what he says tomorrow, but there was one part of it that stood out after a quick word from Living for We. We got to get one more.